Happy Friday, everyone. I am coming from my studio and I'm at my piano, sitting on my bench, and I'm ready to start lessons soon. So if you are interested in taking voice lessons, let's get you singing. Let's get you getting ready for auditions if you want to audition. If you want to just learn how to sing, which I love beginners, that's the preferable way. Come, come and work with me. Let's find your voice. Let's be aware of our tension and where we try to use unnecessary muscles. Let's do that. And let's get you feeling confident. You can sing wherever you want to, right? Let's do this. This is some of great life's work in voice lessons. This is like you get to work on yourself. It's our what is it? Our fourth? Let's see, one, two. It's our fifth chakra. Doing the yoga stuff, right? It is so important to be able to use our voices, to be able to express ourselves and to be creative and all of that. And I honestly haven't been doing very much of that at all this summer, and I hope to get back into that myself a little bit this year. But come work. Come work on yourself, focus on you, and let me help you. I just enjoy it so much. And so I am, if you are interested, you can email me at hello@raleigh.school of music.com. And yeah, we can start working. We don't have a semester commitment, even though I still believe in it very much. This is just by the lesson. So if you are interested in trying out lessons, come try it. I work with third grade all the way up through 107. Come work with me. Preferably for our lessons, it would be high school or adults, but you can do 30 or 45 minutes too. I offer those as well. Go check out the website for that. I would love to work with you. I would love to work with you. And I'll give you the tools so you know what to do to start working on that on your voice at home. It's a muscle, just like anything else. Just like when I'm working with Pilates, we're working with muscles. This is the same thing, working with your muscle and getting you out of your own way. And yeah, come work with me in the studio. So today I wanted to talk to us about something that's TMI, but it's a part of being a musician and a music teacher. Um, and that is dating and relationships. As a musician, as a music teacher, I will say something that probably very few people will say to you. It is very hard to maintain relationships as a musician and a music teacher. It just is. You have to work at it. It has to be something that you work at because your schedule is typically different from everybody else's around you who have 9 to 5 jobs. You're typically working more often. You are doing a whole bunch of different things to get the work. So it is very hard to go out and socialize with people, especially when a lot of the job is being on our own, work, preparing things on our own. It's very hard to go out and meet other people. So something that I have done as someone who is a musician and somebody who is trying to get out there is that I've done dating apps and I go on them off and on. I usually go on dating apps for like a minute and then I get over. I am too sensitive for dating apps. I'm just too sensitive. They say, oh, don't take any of this stuff personally, but I do every single time, and at least I'm admitting that to myself because always I always do. Like every time I get off, because I just think there's bad behavior, bad behavior. Since COVID, we are so much more online now, and it's so promoted to be online, and just like everything is online, right? But because of that, there is all this what choice or illusion of choice, but people are less committed. There seems to be a correlation between being online and then less commitment. I argue, and I've said this before in earlier videos, that we do, as a human, have responsibility for other people. It is true. I think the exact opposite. And I think that social media and talking heads tell us that is not correct, that we do not have responsibility to, like, if somebody's treating us a certain way, that we have no responsibility to them, we just cut them out. That's all we do. We just cut them out. It's just as easy as that. And whenever I'm on Reddit, which I shouldn't be on Reddit, but whenever I'm on Reddit, that's all when people have questions, that's all they ever say. Oh, move on, next, next. Like it's just next. Like there's just this overabundance of next, right? No, because then we never learn how to connect to other people because we're all different and we need to work to understand each other. And I just think that we have this idea that things have to be perfect all the time. That when we date someone, when we're meeting someone for the first time, that they have to meet all the criteria. And if they don't, peace. And I just noticed that a lot on the apps. I think it's very hard, especially for someone my age. I think it's hard because there are all these expectations and criteria that I'm not privy to that like it happens. So it also, it's just been so hard to meet people on the front because I think that what we do online bleeds out into the real world too, because I think that that bad behavior has stunted people because now people are not reaching out and connecting in real world because there's been so much rejection and so much, I don't know, just bad behavior and treating people like they're just nothing, that they're just a faceless person, therefore they don't want to venture out in the real world and to meet new people. I work at a gym. I'm literally at the gym almost every day. I'm around tons of people and I watch people a lot. And I've talked about in the past that it's a great third space, but I see that it's like older people that are utilizing the space. They are the ones who are, we have a puzzle at the Y. We have like there's a place I've seen the older people commune and talk, but I don't see anybody younger than their 40s communing with each other. I see everybody is very much in their zone and they're just like, and they get out and they leave. So we're not really connecting in the real world either. Right. And I mean, I made like a little test for myself a year ago. And that was like, I was going to go by myself to go out to dinner or go to a bar or something once a week on a weekend night. I would find after if I had something, I would go and do that. I went out a bunch. This was like a bunch. The only people I connected to were older people, were people who wanted to talk. And so I would go and like sit at a bar and eat at the bar. And like, it was just interesting because it's like we've lost that ability. And I think it's because it's protective, right? We have had so many bad behavior type things happen online that we protect ourselves in the real world too. So I recently, and this has been a pattern, this has happened quite a bit. I recently got back on an app as a musician, as a music teacher, and I matched with someone who seemed like we had a lot in common. And the first thing that happened is that we started to message, and he would message one time, and then I would respond, and then I wouldn't hear from him for 24 hours. And then the same thing happened again. He would say one line or one thing, and then I would respond, and then not hear again. And I finally was like, this is going very slow in this conversation. I mean, it's very slow. And he says, I don't think I want to be on the apps anymore. I'm going to take a break from the apps. I'm like, so why did you match with me and only briefly have 3 lines of communication and then decide that? I think that's bad behavior. Because either A, he's not being truthful with me, there was something that obviously he wasn't interested in, maybe, or there was something else going on. But either way, he wasn't able to say it. So the bad behavior also includes lying. Like it's game playing. There's lots of game playing, and I think it's all protective. I think it's all protective. I think that people are petrified. There's this illusion of choice that like there will be people, that are just going to keep coming, but then also I'm going to do this before you can do it to me. I'm going to be like this. I'm going to uh not I'm going to have one foot in, one foot out before you can do that, before you can say no. And it's just like this game now. It's just like a game and it seems like the person who cares the least has the say. And so it's like it always feels like on these things, it feels like there's like some kind of like game being played, a power struggle. And for me, when I jump into something, when I do something, I really do it. Like I really like focus in on it. I am really like, um, yeah, I don't put one foot in and one foot out. I rarely do that. I will say I rarely do that. I'm not saying I've never done that. I rarely do it. And because of that, it seems like this game is like structured for me to lose, like for me not to be able to connect. And all I want to do is to connect to people. And I think it has bled over obviously into the music lessons world. I mean, our music school suffered because of this, but I think it's happening everywhere at church, at everywhere. There is like a not connecting things. So why am I going to go out there and do this, put my neck out there by myself, reach out for someone who and not anybody be there over and over again? So I think that if I'm feeling this way, then probably a lot of people are feeling this way. So we're all like just holding back. And I would say that this summer, the theme for the summer has been isolated. I have isolated myself because I have feel like I have just like jumped out a lot and looked around to see who I could connect with and not seeing it and then jump back. And so I am unhappy with this situation. Yeah, I'm complaining again. I'm complaining. It helps though. It helps. But it's just like I feel like this is only getting worse. Eventually we're going to say one word to each other where there's going to be some like acronym that has all what we want to say, and then that's it. And so you have one acronym, and then the other person responds one acronym, and then it's done. It's like you don't actually know me, like you don't actually know anything about me. And so for this person it's like, why, like why jump out there? Why like bring your little head out, look out the hole, and then jump back immediately? I just, to me, that seems like a lot of effort. And if you're having to do that, like if you're doing that over and over again, you're doing that probably to a lot of people. So I happen to believe that time is an it's an important commodity. Like it is, we have a finite amount of time in this world. Why waste our time not connecting with each other? Why waste it? We have a responsibility to each other. We have a responsibility to leave each other better than when we got there. The campsite rule. Why does it feel like sometimes I'm the only one who thinks this? And maybe we think that we are doing that when we don't tell somebody the truth about what's going on, or when we jump in for a second and jump out again. Maybe we think that we're doing them a favor. No, because when you aren't doing anyone a favor if you are not letting yourself be seen and letting um and seeing other people. So I would say that this experience as a musician and a music teacher is demoralizing. I mean, it's just like I just don't see how it came back. I mean, being a musician or any other kind of profession where we're working odd hours, where we are, yeah, working when other people aren't, it just makes it that much harder. There are a lot less places that we can go where we can actually be out there with people. And then don't even get me started on once we are around people, like what happens if we do want to connect to people? Like, what does that even mean? I have many times just like gone up to people, I work at a gym. Like I have, it just is not usually sometimes it is met with, they're appreciative and they think of this as valuable, and they're typically older. They're typically older women and older men. I mean, it's just interesting. Like I'm talking grandparent age. They seem to appreciate that. I don't think people my age and younger appreciate it. Maybe they appreciate it, but they don't know how to meet it. They don't know how to meet that at all. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know how we get past this, but I guarantee you, getting on a dating app is not gonna, it's probably, I don't want to say it's definitely not going to, but it's probably not going to be the answer. I just have no other way to meet people. As a musician, we are, again, by ourselves a lot. I don't, we already, as musicians, face a lot of rejection. Like it's already in our DNA. We already do that. And then that on top of this, whatever this dating app experience thing is, it's just like, I just think it's for me, being a value, and relationships being a value of mine. It's like I can't do my value. Like I can't meet that value. I'm trying. So I guess maybe in a way I am because I'm doing what I can do, right? But I don't, I think this is one other one of those issues where it's like, I don't have the say. Like, I mean, what they say, timing, they say, like, what else is there? It's just everything has to be so a different, a certain way for it to work. I don't know. I don't even get as a musician, like, past the chatting on the app thing. Like, it's just interesting. I wonder what would happen if we all like gave it a chance. Realize that yes, there's always going to be somebody else that could possibly be there. But why not? Like, life is way too short to not want to connect to people. I think the dating apps are a horrible thing. I think we need to roll it back. And I think we've got to figure out some other ways to be in community with each other. I'm frustrated because I've been going to my church for a long time and I've kind of given up in some certain ways because I just see very little commitment to that. Uh, I take classes, but again, very low commitment. People are like, oh, go on Meetup. Do you know how many groups are on Meetup? And do you know how many, like, it just seems, I don't know. Have you guys ever tried the Meetup stuff? I haven't seen anything that I'm just like, oh, sounds great. This sounds like exactly like what I want to do. I mean, I guess maybe I should try it. I don't know. I just, I will be honest with you. I'm in a group on Facebook that says that there are no men that are in the Meetup stuff. So I don't know. It's tough out there, guys. And being in music, there's just very few men, especially with like as singers. There's just always so many more women than there are men. And oh my gosh, at my school where I teach, there's like maybe three out of all of the whole school. So, I mean, it's like, and most men my age are married. So, yeah, it's tough. But then also, it's the same thing with friendships as well. People are focused in on their work, their kids, and meeting new people is low priority, low priority. At what point is it going to be a priority again? Because that's like a need, like a necessity, like to be able to have connection in this world other than your, I mean, I guess they're getting it through their family. I want more than that. I want more for myself more than that. Just like, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. Let me know if you have any ideas. Whew, it's tough out there, guys. It is tough. And I'm not getting any closer. Like I at least wanted to be getting closer to that goal, but I'm just not getting any closer. So I just don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I'll be back on again. Talk to you soon.